Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So for today's video I will be doing a story time and a paint with me slash story time. So the story is actually gonna be about my worst job experience. So my worst job experience was actually at Subway. I don't know what I should paint. Let's see what I could paint. I'm gonna paint a sky with like clouds. I don't know if I should do a purple or pink. Okay, so I actually started working at Subway as soon as I graduated high school back in 2019. In the beginning, well actually my first day of training, it was pretty like bad because the manager that was training me, she was hella rude. Like, she had told me that nobody was gonna help me at my location, because we were like actually training at a different location, not at the place that we were gonna be stationed at. And so pretty much the manager, she was telling me like, you need to start getting faster because in the other place no one's gonna want to help you, like, and you're pretty slow. Well, she didn't say that I was pretty slow, but like she was just telling me like, oh, I need to get it together, you know. And it was pretty messed up because, dude, that was like my first day, so I was pretty dumb, because how am I supposed to know everything already? Like, I did know somewhat of the menu, but like not all of it. And she expected for me to like right away get the sandwich, and so she put me on with like the honestly, I was lucky hiding in the back for a while. Like, I don't want to go help out a customer because I was nervous. And well, that was my first job, and yeah, so I was staying in the back washing the dishes because we were all like doing different stuff. Like, some of us were sweeping, some of us were like cleaning the tables and stuff, while the others were doing sandwiches, like practicing, and others were already helping out customers and stuff. And well, I honestly was like just staying in the back because I don't know, dude, I wasn't even ready. I honestly hadn't studied all of them. I only studied some because we only had like 3 days, I believe. And so I didn't study all of it. And I think I'm gonna do a pink, you guys. Let's see. If not, I'm gonna just too purple. But what was I saying? Where the hell's my freaking paintbrush? Dude, I've been losing everything, you guys. Like, I've been wanting to make this video for a while, and it's because I keep losing everything. What the hell? I just had my freaking bag of paintbrushes. Yeah. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. Okay. So, yeah, so I just stayed in the bag washing dishes and stuff. And she made a comment. I mean, I know she was joking, but low-key I get butthurt easily sometimes. And I knew she was joking about it, but like, who the hell even says that? Because she was like, stop hiding in the back, you need to come to the front. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm just washing dishes. Even though low-key I was hiding in the back, I'm not gonna lie. But so yeah, she was like, well, stop hiding in the back, come help out customers, like, you need to train for that too. And so I went and I started making the sandwich, and I accidentally messed up because I ended up putting the wrong setting. Like, at Subway, I don't know, well, obviously not, you guys don't know, but if you work there, well, each sandwich pretty much had a different setting depending on the meat and like the size. And pretty much I ended up accidentally putting the tuna sandwich for the foot long, I guess, and it was a 6-inch, because dude, my dumbass so my dumbass wasn't really like paying attention to the screen, and I put it for a foot long, and it got kind of like a little toasty. And she started making a comment to the customer. She was like, oh, she's new, like, so don't worry about her like burning it. And honestly, like, I didn't think that was mean about, like, I didn't think that was mean at all, like, that she said that. Because honestly, like, I was hoping she'd tell them that I was new, because I didn't want to say that. But yeah, she was like, oh, she's new, like, just bear with her. And then he was like, oh, okay, that's fine. And he was like he was speaking Spanish. He's like, oh, me gusta un poco tostadito, está bien. And I was like, nah, dude, like, it was pretty burnt, like, the sides were all black. But yeah, he didn't, like, he was nice about it, so I'm glad I got, like, a nice customer. And so yeah. And then after that, I got a different customer, and I don't know, I forgot what I had done, dude. Like, I don't remember exactly what happened, so I'm not gonna make anything up, but I had messed up on something. And she told me after, like, she was like, I know you're new, but you can't just keep messing up like that. And then I was like, what the heck, like, this is actually my first day, like, what do you expect for me to right away be good at it? And like, the hell, ain't nobody like that. And then she was like, well, you're the only one, you and so are the only ones that haven't gotten it, like, you guys think it's a joke. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I wasn't even, like, honestly, I was laughing, but if you know me, I laugh a lot, especially when I get nervous. I tend to laugh a lot. And so I did laugh, but not because I thought it was funny, it's just, you know, I got nervous. And she started telling me, like, oh, stop thinking everything's a joke and stuff. And I was like, okay. And then, so whatever, I trained and all that. And then on my last day, before I left, and everyone else had left already, and she was like, oh, Julie, come here, like, I want to tell you something. And I went up to her, and she was like, let's see how you last over there, because so-and-so doesn't like slow people like you. And I was just like, what the hell? And honestly, she was right. I'm not gonna lie, she was pretty right. But dude, like, that was just messed up, because she was being hella rude about it. And like, since the first day she saw me, I could just like feel the vibes. Like, I could just tell she didn't like me. But so yeah, whatever, that was training. And then when I got to my location, there was these two girls, and they were like, oh, she's hella slow, like, I don't want to close with her, because they put me in closing right away. You guys, like, who the hell even does that? You should put someone for like mid shift, or like a shift that doesn't really get that busy, or where you don't have to do like that much and stuff, you know. And the thing that's even more dumb is that for mid shift there's more than 2 people, and for the night and morning it's only 2 people. So there was like no way I could ring anyone up, because I didn't know how to charge and stuff. And she was already getting mad at that. She was like, oh, like, why would you put someone that doesn't know how to charge? And honestly, like, I understand that, because I wouldn't like that either. But it's just the fact that she was saying like, oh, she's slow and stuff, because I was only there for a week, and she was already like complaining that she didn't want to close with me anymore. Her and this girl that she was really close to were complaining about that. And so they were just complaining about me and stuff. And honestly, the thing that's even more dumb was that I had told them that if I'm slow, to please tell me, because I want to speed it up. Like, I don't want to be real slow. And they're like, oh yeah, like, I'll tell you and stuff. And they never told me anything. Like, instead of telling me like to my face, they went and told the manager and general manager that I was too slow, and that the manager wasn't switching me, so that if they could switch me or whatever and change the shift and stuff, or and talk to the manager and stuff. And so ever since that happened, after that, she was just like, she's like, oh yeah, you're really slow. And it pissed me off even more, because my manager, I'm gonna call her, let's call her, let's see, what could we call her? Patricia. Okay, so my manager, Patricia, she started like saying that too. She was like, oh, you're really slow, like, you need to pick up the pace. And dude, it pissed me off, because that lady had never even worked with me, and she was trying to say that I was slow. And then she was like, well, I'm hearing that you're slow. And then I was like, okay, but you've never seen me for you to be like telling me that. And then oh my god, so I started working with her, and she was like, I don't know what they were talking about, because you're not even slow, like, you're pretty good, like, you work at a good pace. I feel like they just don't like you. And I was like, lady, why were you even saying that I was slow in the first place? Like, if you never even worked with me, why the hell would you even say that? And yeah, so that happened, and I started working. At that time, they switched me to mid shift after those 2 girls complained, because I was just closing at the time, and they switched me to mid shift after they complained. And I was mainly just working with the manager, because she was only there from the morning till like 4 p.m. And so I was working with her and the other 2 people that would work. And yeah, she was like, oh, you're not that slow, whatever. And she started telling me that if I wanted to work for the morning, because she thought that I was working pretty good and we needed more openers because so and so had quit. And I was like, oh yeah, like I'm okay with working in the morning. And they put me with this one lady, I'm gonna call her Rosario. So they put me with this one lady, Rosario, and she right away started like just hating on me, dude. Like when I would be making sandwiches, she'll be like, hurry up, Julie, like you're being really slow, hurry up, hurry up. Well, honestly, she wasn't like that with just me, she was like that with everybody who was new. So I was like, oh my god, I already know how she's gonna be. And she was like, hurry up, hurry up. And then so I started actually talking back to her. If you know me, dude, after a while I'll start talking back to you. Like I won't take it for that long. And I started telling her, like, lady, like I'm not even slow like that, and if anything, you hurry up because you take forever to just do one sandwich and stuff. And then so she started seeing that I was pretty good. Like I don't know what's up with those people, dude. Like they would literally go based off me at, like they would go based off what they would hear before they even like worked with me or like, you know, tried me out. And so she started seeing that I was like pretty okay or whatever, and she started being nicer to me. And well, yeah, we actually honestly, like towards the end I ended up getting along with everybody. Like it wasn't too bad until the pandemic hit. So once the pandemic hit, they started turning off the AC. And if you know, during the summer, guys, in LA it gets hella hot, especially last year it got really hot. And so yeah, they started turning off the AC on us. And dude, could you believe it? They started only putting one person per shift. So like I worked all shifts, so I would literally open by myself, I would work mid shift by myself, I would close by myself. And it's pretty stupid because who the hell puts one girl to close by herself at a Subway, especially at the sketchy ass place that it was located at. I'm not gonna say where it was at because I would burn them out, and yeah, I'm not trying to do that. But yeah, especially where it's located, like it's pretty sketchy. So yeah, so they pretty much just had one person doing all shifts. And the worst part was that inside of the store it's pretty hot. Like come on, we're working with ovens and all that, we're moving back and forth, like it's closed, we can't have the door open because then flies come in. And it got even bad to the point where like customers started walking out. Like they'll be ordering the sandwich and they'll be like, nah, I'm gonna go, like I'm gonna go somewhere else, it's way too hot in here. And I would even tell the owner and stuff. Like I got to the point where I started complaining. Oh, you know what, I skipped something, guys. So before the pandemic they had this little thing going on where I guess like if they were short on money, they would charge their employees to put the money back. Like what? I've never ever heard of that. Like I legit asked my sisters if that's ever happened at their job, because they worked at a fast food place too before, and one of my sisters worked at a Subway too. I mean, it was only for like a week, but she said that that has never happened. And so yeah, they were charging their employees for their cash shortages. And one time, I don't know how the hell, but we had another like new person or whatever, because I was already in like I was probably like 6 months working there already, like half a year. And we had like they had hired some new people, and we started like getting like, oh, I put the wrong color, guys. Whatever. So we were really short on cash one day, and I had worked that shift, and honestly, like it was pretty unorganized, because I don't know about you guys, but in most places you have to like put your pin, and once you're done using that register, like you close off that cash. I mean, you close off the register so that in case anything was missing or something, like they know it wasn't you, or like they'll catch who it was, you know. And right there, no, like they will literally leave the register open and anybody could charge under anyone's name and stuff. And they tried blaming me and some other two people, and they told us that we had to replace the money pretty much. And I was like, what? Like I am not gonna pay you guys for cash shortages. Like matter of fact, they're more rich than I am. And from what I was seeing, like they weren't even making a little bit of money, so that's pretty stupid. So I was like, no, like I'm not gonna pay you guys for our cash shortages. Like you guys cannot even do that. And dude, you know what was so stupid? That as soon as cause I'm so yeah, they were charging everybody for that or whatever. And nobody wanted to speak up. Like they even made a group chat texting us. Well, they made the manager make a group chat texting us saying like, oh, you, Julie, and so need to replace the money. We'll pay up the money by this week because so and so is already mad that we keep being short on cash. And what's it called? I was like, what? Like I didn't say anything. I was like, all right, bet. So I made a group chat with the owner of the store, the general manager, and the manager, and I was like, first of all, you guys cannot be charging your employees for cash shortages. Like, that is not allowed. I've looked it up. I've asked people, like, no, that is not allowed. And they all tried denying it. They were like, what are you talking about? Like, who's charging you money? Like, I never told anyone to tell you to pay up the money. And like they all three of them denied it. Like it was so stupid to me. Like all three of them denied it. Yeah, in the message they said that the general manager said that the owner wanted us to pay up the cash that was short. And so I was like, okay, well you guys can say whatever you want, but nobody is gonna pay up the money. Like that's a fact. Well, I said period, you know, period. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I was like, nobody's gonna pay up. I haven't even looked up at the camera. I was like, nobody's gonna pay up the cash. Like you guys can do that. And so yeah, nobody ended up paying it, whatever. Okay, so that happened. You know what's funny is that they stopped charging us, and people had already warned me saying that like at that location, well, that owner tends to charge the employees for cash shortages. So it was pretty funny to me that they tried denying it. Cause dude, I could literally call anybody that has worked there, and they will all say that yes, they've done that. And people have even quit because of that. Because I guess one time they were like $100. I don't even know how the money was missing, but one time they were $100 short, and they tried charging one girl, and she just ended up quitting. She was like, no, like the hell, it wasn't even me. And well, yeah. So yeah, let's get back to the whole after, you know, that the whole pandemic happened.